Scorpio, listen closely, because today is not like yesterday. And October 4th, 2025 is not a date to skim over like an ordinary line in a calendar. It is a day carved into the fabric of your destiny, a moment where the curtain between what you can see and what you cannot see grows thin. And behind that curtain, a hidden miracle has been waiting for you. Patiently, silently, until the moment your spirit was strong enough to receive it. And now that moment has arrived, and this horoscope reveals the truth of what has been unfolding in the shadows of your life. You may have felt it building already. Sleepless nights, strange dreams that replay the same theme, repeated numbers on clocks, whispers of déjà vu when someone speaks, and that nagging sense that something is coming, though you cannot quite name it. And Scorpio, those were not coincidences. Those were breadcrumbs leading you to this moment. Proof that the universe has been aligning events behind the scenes. The question is, will you recognize the sign when it finally appears? And will you have the courage to claim it as yours? Stay until the end, Scorpio, because the strongest sign is waiting for you there. The big reveal that will tie every clue together. But right now, let us begin at the edge of mystery, where the air is heavy with anticipation, where your intuition buzzes louder than logic, where you can almost hear the stars whispering your name. Imagine yourself standing before a vast doorway carved of ancient stone, its surface etched with symbols you do not yet understand. And though the door has been sealed for years, today you hear the sound of its lock clicking open, one tumbling mechanism at a time. And you know that something sacred is about to emerge. This is the energy of October 4th, a day when the hidden miracle begins to reveal its shape. Scorpio lives through transformation. You are the sign of endings that give birth to beginnings, the phoenix that burns before it soars. And today you are asked once again to stand in the fire, not to be destroyed, but to be reborn. Because Pluto, your ruling planet, is shining its torch into the depths of your life, illuminating what was hidden, exposing what was false, and igniting what was waiting to awaken. Some of you will feel this in your heart, a sudden message, an unexpected call, or an apology that shifts the weight you've been carrying. Others will feel it in your material world, a financial door creaking open, an opportunity aligning, a resource suddenly appearing where there was only lack before. Still others will feel it in the quietest corner of your soul, a peace that defies circumstances, a clarity that arrives without reason, a sense that the path ahead is finally visible. But here is the warning you must not ignore. The miracle may not look like you expected, and if you are clinging too tightly to your own idea of how it should appear, you may miss it entirely. The universe often hides blessings inside endings, disguises breakthroughs as breakdowns, and cloaks divine timing as frustrating delay. And this is why today you must keep your eyes and heart open, for the hidden miracle will likely arrive in disguise. Perhaps it will show through the number 8 circling you on receipts, screens, or whispered in subtle ways, reminding you that cycles of karmic balance and abundance are spinning now. Perhaps it will show in a conversation where someone unknowingly says the very words your heart has been aching to hear. Perhaps it will show through feathers, coins, or butterflies crossing your path, symbols the universe places where only you will notice them. And Scorpio, when it happens, your spirit will recognize it instantly. A quiet resonance, a shiver, a sudden wave of peace. And that is your confirmation. Do not click away yet, because this is only the first signal, and more are coming as we peel back layer after layer of today's revelation. Think of this day as a grand chessboard, moves made months or even years ago now, arriving at their consequence. And though you may not have seen the strategy, you were always part of it. Every heartbreak, every delay, every rejection woven into a larger pattern designed to bring you here. What you thought was a detour was actually the main road. What you thought was silence was preparation. What you thought was abandonment was divine protection. The horoscope of October 4th is not just telling you the energy of the day. It is revealing the truth that you were never overlooked, never forgotten, never unworthy, and the miracle that has been hidden is finally ready to step into the light. But you must be ready to step forward and meet it. So breathe deeply, Scorpio, because the journey has just begun. And as we move deeper into this message, the signs will grow clearer, the warnings sharper, and the blessing undeniable. And if you stay with me, you will see exactly how the hidden becomes revealed, how the seed becomes the bloom, how the whisper becomes the undeniable truth. Scorpio, now we enter the part of your day where the whispers of the universe grow louder, where the first veil is pulled aside and the test of your discernment begins. And I need you to hear this clearly. What appears in front of you may not be what it seems, because the hidden miracle often hides beneath layers of shadow and disguise. And today, the cosmos is watching to see if you will trust your intuition over appearances, if you will pause long enough to feel what is real instead of being dazzled by illusion. Already, some of you are feeling the pull of strange encounters. Perhaps someone reaching out who you haven't spoken to in months. Perhaps an opportunity showing up that feels too easy. Perhaps a conversation that lingers in your chest long after the words have ended. And these are not accidents. They are part of the cosmic riddle being laid before you. This is the moment where you must remember that Scorpio is the sign of depth, of X-ray vision, of peeling away masks, and today your gift of seeing beyond the surface is your greatest protection. There may be someone in your orbit who presents themselves as supportive, smiling, nodding, saying all the right words, but beneath the surface their energy is not aligned, and the universe is asking you to trust the prickling of your spirit. That subtle unease that tells you something isn't quite right. Do not dismiss it, because the hidden miracle may arrive in the same hour as the false promise, and if you rush blindly, you risk grabbing the shadow instead of the light. Think of it like a pearl forming inside an oyster. It is the irritation, the grit, the discomfort that creates the beauty, and the one who tries to remove the grit too soon steals the chance for the pearl to exist. Today, you are being asked to sit with the discomfort just a little longer, to trust that what is irritating or confusing is actually shaping something precious. Some of you have been circling the same lesson for years, feeling like you attract betrayal, rejection, or delay over and over again. And yet the truth of October 4th is that those experiences were not curses. They were sculpting your discernment so that when the real blessing arrived, you could tell the difference between false gold and true treasure. You thought it was rejection, but it was divine protection. You thought it was silence, but it was preparation. You thought it was loss, but it was transformation. And now comes the twist you did not see coming. Someone in your field of vision may be pretending to be part of your miracle, when in truth they are only a mirror of the test. And you must ask yourself, do their actions align with their words? Does their energy feel expansive or draining? Does your body feel lighter or heavier when they are near? Because the horoscope of this day reveals the truth. Your miracle will never require you to shrink, beg, or betray your own intuition. It will only expand you, confirm you, and bring peace to your soul. This is the karmic turning point, the place where illusions fall away, and the universe asks you to choose not what is loud and flashy, but what is quietly resonant. Not what flatters your wounds, but what heals them. And here is the urgency. Scorpio, ignoring this message could cost you more than you realize. Because if you chase the wrong door, you delay the right one. If you cling to the wrong hand, you miss the one stretched out to truly lift you. If you settle for the counterfeit, you block the authentic. Today, the cosmos is orchestrating a moment where two paths appear almost simultaneously, one leading to distraction and delay, the other leading to the hidden miracle. And the only way to know the difference is to trust the voice inside that you've been doubting for too long. Picture yourself at a crossroads in the middle of the night, one road lined with glittering lights and noise, the other quiet and glowing softly with steady stars. And though the noisy road looks exciting, your chest tightens when you glance at it. while the quieter road expands your breath and makes you feel at home. Scorpio, that is how you will know. The miracle may not look dramatic at first, but it will feel right, and that is the truth your horoscope is revealing today. Do not be afraid of the twist, because the twist is the universe showing you how strong you have become, how much clarity you have earned, how far you have come from the days when you confused drama for love, delay for denial, or betrayal for fate. Today you know better, and because you know better, you will choose better. And when you choose better, you unlock the hidden miracle that has been circling you for months. This is why I said earlier, stay with me, because the real revelation is about to unfold, and it will not only shock you, but also heal you. In a few minutes I will reveal the turning point, the unmistakable sign you cannot ignore. The signal that says the hidden has become revealed, and Scorpio, when you see it, you will know that everything you endured was not in vain, that every tear watered the soil of this moment, that every ending carved the space for this beginning. So breathe into it, because the universe is not finished yet, and the most powerful part of this message is still on its way. Scorpio, I know the weight you've carried and the storms you've survived. And there are nights you wondered if the universe had forgotten you, mornings you looked into the mirror and felt more like a stranger than yourself. But hear me clearly now, you were never invisible, never abandoned, never too small to be chosen, because everything you've endured has been part of a hidden alignment preparing you for this very moment. And October 4th, 2025, is the day when that hidden miracle steps out of the shadows and into the light. No longer a whisper, no longer a riddle, but a truth standing right in front of you. This is where the horoscope turns from warning to blessing, from preparation to revelation, and the miracle you thought was far away suddenly arrives with a clarity that shakes you. For some of you, it may appear as a financial shift. Money owed finally landing in your hands, a door opening in career, a resource showing up exactly when you needed it most. For others, it will be love, an apology, a reconciliation, or the strength to finally walk away from what never honored you, making space for the one who will. For others still, it will be internal, the quiet miracle of peace, the healing of a wound you thought would never close, the ability to breathe deeply without the ache of old fear. And here is the sign that will confirm it for you. A synchronicity so sharp you cannot dismiss it. Perhaps a repeated phrase, perhaps a message arriving at the perfect moment, perhaps a dream that feels more like memory than imagination, perhaps the sudden appearance of a symbol like a butterfly, a feather, or a coin in your path. When you see it, you will know instantly. This is the universe saying, Scorpio, this is your turning point. Step through it now. And I need you to hold on to this truth. Miracles rarely arrive dressed in glory. They often come cloaked in the ordinary. But when you look closely, when you feel deeply, you will see the extraordinary shimmering beneath the surface. And that is exactly what today holds for you. Imagine standing at the ocean's edge, waves rolling in quietly, and suddenly a glimmer of gold appears in the sand at your feet, not because you were searching, but because you were ready to notice it, and that is your hidden miracle. Not random, not late, but perfectly timed. This is why every rejection, every delay, every detour had to happen, because they cleared the way for this very alignment. And Scorpio, the horoscope today reveals the truth. You were never behind. You were never failing. You were simply being prepared. The big reveal here is simple yet profound. October 4th is the cosmic green light. The moment when the waiting shifts to receiving, when the silence breaks into confirmation, when the hidden becomes visible, and you cannot go back to doubting who you are after this. And here is the healing part I need you to breathe in deeply. You are not broken. You are not cursed. You are not doomed to repeat the same pain forever. You are a phoenix who has burned and risen, and every time you rose higher, sharper, stronger. And today the universe honors that by placing a miracle in your hands that no one can take from you. So let go of the bitterness. Forgive yourself for the past. Release the voices that told you you were not enough, because the truth revealed today proves they were lies, and the universe has always known your worth. This is your invitation to stand taller, to trust deeper, to open wider, and as you do, the miracle expands, multiplies, and becomes not only your blessing, but a light for others connected to your path. Scorpio, you are not alone in this journey. You are part of a sacred circle. And as you listen to this message, you are joining thousands of souls who resonate with the same vibration, who are stepping into the same awakening, who are rising with you. And that is the power of community. You heal, not in isolation, but in connection. From warning to blessing, from test to truth, every step of this message has been leading you here. And now you stand at the threshold of a new chapter. No longer waiting, no longer doubting, but ready to receive. So let your heart say yes, let your spirit rise, let your soul breathe freely, and remember this, October 4th, 2025, will not just be a date you recall, it will be a milestone you carry, the day the hidden miracle emerged and the truth of your worth was confirmed. If this message resonates with you, honor it by holding it close, but also by sharing it. Like this message so others may find it. Subscribe so our sacred circle grows stronger, and share it with those who need a reminder that miracles are not myths. They are moments waiting to be noticed. And today, Scorpio, one of them belongs to you.